Y'all gonna have to excuse my hair, but this is what we got after playing in the rain and stuff like that. It just is what it is. So again, I was just watching. I ended up just watching uh, the first episode. I think these are episodes of Anne Boleyn, right, or Boylan, whatever her name is. Okay, and I don't know when I sat there because I'm sitting here. I was driving. I'm like, you know what, Source? What's next? Like, what the fuck? I feel like, what I'm saying? I feel like something been closed off, or I feel like, it's on to the next or something like this, right? But it's like almost this is energy of not so fast. There's this energy of not so fast, okay? So again, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Genesis 2:15 because it keeps saying the Lord God placed a man. Okay, so I'm like, okay, hold on. But if you do etymology on man, you're gonna realize that man means, um, it can mean man or woman, right? So this is the type of work I do. Is very unique. You see what I'm saying? Not many people are doing what I'm doing unless they probably learned it from here. I mean, I'm just going to be 100% honest. So these people that have been stalking and watching me and watching my every move all this time, studying my words and then taking them so that they can go ahead and use them in order to step over me and sit in a place where, again, I'm supposed to be reigning or sitting forever. Okay. Working with people close to me, family, friends, sisters, and shit like this in order to set up this energy, probably a King of Cups energy, all right, with these feminine energies. And I'm watching this show, and I'm like, what did they do? What did they do? What did they do? Okay, what did they do? Because while you getting keeping me preoccupied, you know what I'm saying, bothering me, throwing all these Eight of Wands energy towards my way, you know what I'm saying, doing all these things. So I went through the fire. You see what I'm saying? I'm the one that dealt with the energies, went through the fire. I'm the one with the information. I'm the one with the brain, right? Well, we'll say beauty and brains because I feel like some of these women were just picked because of their looks or their bloodline. So why do all this for the past 2 years, right? Because I think it said something about she reigned for 2 years and 5 months or something. Okay, so I feel like whatever this is, somebody thought they was getting over on something. For 2 years, instead of me reigning, these people have been raining on me. Okay, raining on my parade. So this is why Source to reset the shit. Okay, so this will make me think. Okay, 2.5. Okay, so this energy could represent me, but I feel like it's a doppelganger energy of me, a cousin or something, right? So I'm thinking it's this cousin, right? I'm thinking it's this cousin Tiffany, right? Okay, because I feel like, again, there's a connection between her and one of these masculines or whatever. So again, these masculines, it's not to say that they're mine, right? But Source sent us here for something, to do something together. So they're mine. They're like my companions or my something, my compadres or my husbands or my, mates or whatever. So, even though like I'm only, in contact with one person in the 3D here, the other ones, are in exalted places probably. Okay. So again, this the whole thing of Asterith and trying to tear down the Asterith energy. Okay, the trees and everything. It's just all coming together. It's all coming together. Okay, it's all coming together. The whole Louis Shay Anna. Okay, so one of these masculines must be representing like a Louis energy. Okay, um, but I wanted to show you what we had out here on the table before we even start this. All right. So I done pulled out a couple cards, set them here or whatever. I'm sitting in my kitchen. Okay. These fell out the deck right here with my or I think this is the ordinary something witch oracle. Okay. So let's look at what fell out here because it was something about peacocks there, right? In that movie. And there was a peacock with color and one without. The one was white and one was full of color or whatever. Okay. So it made me think about the white peacock on the Queen of Pentacles card. The Queen of Pentacles card, what is it? In the alternative deck, okay? When we have the Muslim energy or whatever of the person bowing down before the feet. So we have this AOC energy going on in the media right now, okay? And then I noticed that, again, it's somebody, today I seen a clip, something said the white hats are going to reign. But then I see this energy of Ileana, right? So I thought we already got rid of this energy, but I guess not. So I noticed that her turban or whatnot was white today, okay? But I also posted a picture of a white hat today. I also noticed something about the death card today, and that the Pope or whatever, Popistry energy on there is wearing a white hat, okay? Olivia Pope also, it made me think about, okay? the people that are gonna, the latrine cleaners, or the people that are gonna, so it made me think about that energy of being black or untouchable or Dalit people. Okay, latrine cleaners, swamp cleaners, kind of like that kind of energy. Okay. So I noticed that this barren tree is behind this woman here. She's got this peacock and there's some blood. There's like a sacrifice, an egg here. She's taking this egg. This egg is cracked or whatever. Hold on. Let's see if I can wipe this down. I don't know what's wrong with this camera. I don't. I don't know what's wrong with this camera, but it just be showing up foggy. Okay. Okay. So I'm like, I know I'm the one. Okay. So there's no question about that. What are these people afraid of? Are they afraid of the things that I talked about on the platform when it comes to, LGBTQ, which is nothing bad against people. It's just in general saying one agenda should not be able to overcrowd another group of people. It should not be able to, it should not be able to indoctrinate. My thing was to indoctrinate children with that at a young age. Okay. I feel like everybody could think this. All right. And I think a couple years back, they were saying that they were even going to start up laws or something where, if your child, I think this might have been in Canada or something, where your child wants to change their sex, then if you don't let them, then you will be held accountable. Okay. Or your children might be able to. Now, this is rumored. Okay. So things like this of this nature, I don't discriminate against nobody. Everybody, again, is even me knowing my position that I play when it comes to source in this energy. My life still does not seem more valuable than anybody else's. That's just me. All right. I don't discriminate against nobody from their color or nothing else. But it's funny that the people that they have hyped up and put in these positions have said very vile things about other races. But I say things about a certain agenda, okay, that I feel is being pushed a little bit too far. All right. And that some of these people have too much power to attack those that may question something about that. All right. Then I am excluded. But these people have said things, horrible things about other so-called races of people. And I don't understand, because I know that these are the people that they're working with or allowed to have access to even energy when it comes to me. So I feel like what this is somebody's trying to leave me out of the garden or leave me out of position enough time so I can defile myself. They're waiting for me to do something that's going to defile myself and stop me from being able to go into a position that I should have been in 2 years ago, 4 years ago, possibly. Okay. Again, things are not going to be the same. They're not supposed to be. Now, whatever these people are trying, okay, it may look like that, but it's not supposed to be. There's no more elections like that supposed to be really happening. I mean, I just don't know. This is just what I read in the text. You don't have to believe that. It's just what I see. All right. So we got the moon here. Okay. The moon fell out. Okay. These are the cards that just, when I picked up the deck. All right. So something is hidden behind this. Seeing as though, the moon energy, the feminine energy that represents the moon energy in real time for me in this living Bible time, from New York. It's funny that her energy popped out here. Okay. It's funny that she popped out her head today too. Okay. It popped up in my feed. These people don't like post as much as they used to, years back. Okay. Then we have the all-seeing eye. Okay. So that's that energy of me saying, anybody else I see. Like just that I am energy I see, okay? All right? That all-seeing eye energy here. Now, that don't mean that you get to see everything. It's almost like Argus. Is it Argus? Or even if we talk about peacocks, the eyes that are everywhere. My eyes on you. I got my eyes on you, okay? All right, so something happened here. Something happened. And because I'm reading people's energy and seeing a shift in family members and stuff like that, I'm picking out these feminine energies that are attached to this masculine. So what they did was take all the energy from my Akashic, okay, from my work, and basically left me here stranded out in the cold, okay, and placed these other feminine energies that don't supply all the qualities that you would need. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect and I know exactly what to do, but they weren't equipped. They were not ordained or anointed by God to do this. They used me. They watched me closely. Okay, the private eye energy. They watched me very closely. They couldn't find me doing something. They try to make some shit up. So they're going to leave me here in the gardens to make sure and still watch me, right? To make sure that to try to catch me up doing something, all right? I don't know what they want to see, okay? But the longer I'm out here, the more chance I have for people to be doing magic on my womb. So this is what I'm saying. It's a sacrificial, because when I'm thinking about sacrificial animal now, or a scapegoat, or a cash cow or a black sheep. This is the resource. This is the bag. You know what I'm saying? Those people in the family are the bag. This is why they keep you bombarded, stressed out, all confused and discombobulated and fucking up your family life, get you out on the road. You got to go place to place. You know what I'm saying? Hotel to hotel. You can't even stay home no more. It's like that. So it's like almost like keeping your enemies closer is what I've been doing to gather this shit all together here. Okay? Being fearless. Knowing that it's probably people even in my damn, even in The Handmaid's Tale, when they were trying to tell her that there's an eye in her house. Okay? I'm just saying. So I feel like even this energy of going back and forth about Washington, D.C., because I can see the spirit and energy on people. It's kind of like that was delivering me up for something. Something happened there. Something happened when I was at that. I'm telling you, they was whispering. Matter of fact, somebody was clapping when I walked up. Something strange was going on there. I was talking to a guard, and then I feel like I heard on the radio, they told him not to even talk to me. She might be asking some questions or something. And then he moved away from me, okay? Other things. There's no weapons on the men, but I come. And then, later on, they start, now they're carrying guns and shit. I meet some interesting people there. You know what I'm saying? His name happened to be Hunter. It's just these things here, all right? It's just these things. What was it about my visit there? Why did I tell you about that dream that I had, or that sensation that I had in real time? As we were leaving, I saw like by the mountains or in the woods, like one of those scooter things that they be having in the city. And it was just laying there in the side of the woods while we was on the highway leaving out. And I said, well, that's strange. You know what I'm saying? And then also the weather changing, me feeling like I'm on fire as we were leaving. It did get hot. It did get pretty hot or whatever, but it started getting cold and it rained. Okay, but there was something about me feeling like I was on fire. Then also another tarot reading person mentioning somebody being burned or something. Then there's more energy of a house being burned down or a house on fire. Okay, that's making me think about somebody going into a burning building. Okay, what King said. Okay, he's afraid he's leading his people into a burning building. Okay, then we go back into the energy of, again, Elodio coming on and talking about somebody burning in a fire. That same night, this female was in my dreams. See, because I think these people be trying to tap into my shit. I don't dream about nothing else, nobody else, but for some reason, this person is in my dreams. And this person, again, it's a double replica. If you knew me 3 years ago before I was infiltrated with whatever they've been doing here, her whole persona, except for the hats, is me. The hair, everything, it's me. If you look through my Facebook pictures, it's me. Somebody's trying to fucking create me. It's the Sarah Bartman energy. They probably recorded me secretly doing things, right? In my private, property. Again, this may even be where the masculine, the energy that's with me was bought and paid off. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I think it's weird, okay? So all this to defile someone. And also to leave this person out here where somebody can send in like demonic energies or other energies in on someone in their sleep. They're trying to find something here, okay? They're making it happen. They're going to try to make it happen, right? So you got to sleep damn near with one eye open, right? And then the fact that this eel is here, this squiggly little eel squiggling around. It just made me think somebody is trying to do something when it comes to sex. Somebody is trying to do something to catch somebody up in some act or something. Somebody is doing something here. All right. I'm sitting there, like we can call it, I could go deep in as to what I think is actually going on. And I think actually shit is going on in the physical with some of these women. Like, again, some of us that have been watched or whatever, high priestesses and stuff like that. Okay. Where people might have a copy of a key to your fucking house or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just wondering. All right. So again, we have Flannery O'Connor, okay, humanity. So yeah, that's the energy of the peacock. So then let me show you what else we got here, all right? We got the Nine of Swords, this person in the hospital here, okay? This person is sick or whatever, and this nurse, again, I think one of these cousins is a nurse, actually. And this nurse is supposedly taken care of. Something keep telling me within the past month or so, somebody, baby mama, did something to somebody. Made them sick, killed them, did something, okay? I'm just saying, something. It's also an energy of some, I keep hearing, I know what you did, okay? I know what you did is what I'm saying, that I energy, okay? I know that when it comes to seeds and seeding, that many of these kings are being born from the bellies of high priestesses. All right? These people are very fucking crafty. These beings, okay? We got the Hierophant here. All right? So this is giving me my Hierophant energy. You know, where, again, we've been pretty distant or whatever. His energy is all around because there's different parts of him that I deal with. But that part, that sweetheart, that part right there, I don't know what happened, okay? We got the Ten of Swords out here, okay? Somebody being stabbed in the back. If I'm being stabbed in the back and they got this masculine working against me, then did they stab him in the back? See, because then somebody had to answer to if this is actually this person that maybe could have possibly left my, in a very strange manner, okay? Could have left my life 20 years ago, okay? And they put a replacement in and look-alike energy, okay? Could this person be the one that's going around gathering these other feminine energies from my bloodline and just leaving me out as if I'm worthless when they know who the actual GOAT is when it comes to this particular energy that's coming to change this world and turn things around? Is it because of preference, of some kind of preference they have? We got the Four of Swords here. Something happened to some masculine. Something happened to a masculine here. This could be a feminine that's a masculine, or a masculine that's a masculine, or a masculine that's a feminine, whatever. This somebody, one of these individuals, and they're giving up, they're fronting and trying to act like this person is still around by showing imagery of this person, and I don't think that this person is still around. We got knighthood, and we have battles and wars. Something happened where they knew where I was when I was in DC. They knew who the fuck I was. They knew, matter of fact, when I was walking that night, I could swear I seen a man that was like a security around that White House that looked very familiar to someone that I thought I seen with one of these divine masculines. That's when I knew. Because we wasn't going to go. We wasn't supposed to go. And, you know, the soulmate didn't really want to take me. And all of a sudden, then we went. It's like something switched in his head. And I'm just wondering, what is this? What is this? Because it was, there's just, every time I woke up, and even when I'm waking up now, there's a dirty feeling. Like visitors from outer space. You know, like there's a dirty feeling, okay? Maybe at one point in time, it was a peaceful feeling or something. But there's something like somebody's doing something. And, you know, it's just the act that I feel is dirty. Whatever somebody's trying to do or sneak around and do, or whatever they're trying to set up. This could be somebody trying to set up a home invasion or something like that, okay? Maybe some kind of invasion also to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I keep hearing, I keep seeing like, not Rosemary's Baby, but The Hand That Rocks the Cradle or something like that. Some weird kind of energy like that. So I was feeling like that. I was feeling like I was on fire. And it's so funny, like I do this video and then a couple hours later, this person comes out and do this video and she's saying the same thing. This bitch in my dreams. You know, something is going on here. Okay. I don't know what it is, but we about to find out. It's almost like Sarah Bartman energy, measuring up Sarah Bartman, building up this other woman that could possibly not. We just gonna keep it like that. All right. Because I don't want to change me, and somebody don't want to change me. Because you know that eunuchs and things like this, when it comes to, like I said, eunuchs could be somebody that's cut off mentally, or there could be other alterations, okay? Or your DNA changed, okay? I feel like God didn't want to, okay? He want me to be exactly who I am when I go sit where I'm going to sit as this emperor / probably empress. Something happened to a masculine. And he has somebody that looks very much like him. Or bodies. I've had two very emotional moments in the past couple of days. as if somebody was passing. Um, again, the way I see, again, being a seer, scryer, having second sight and having these gifts and abilities. You know what I'm saying? It could be past, present, and future. Again, tapping into even things that happen in past lifetimes. Past lifetimes to me could be even 10 years, 20-year increments. Or if we could be talking about past lifetimes, whatever. However deep you want to take it. So we did that video on Sarah Bartman. If you Google that energy, you'll see maybe an image of her standing next to some man, right? And they're measuring up her. Okay, she's naked. You can see her backside. That's what she was known for, or whatever. And then you see a so-called white man. There's no such thing as white and black people, really. But in a uniform, in military uniform, standing next to her, and they're sculpting out her body, it seems as though, so they can put a man there. So after they made her naked and bare and embarrassed her or tried to defile her or crucify her, then they basically took her around and then, molded out how she looked and then made a man to put, right? Or a man woman. This could be somebody that is a feminine that holds masculine qualities. It could be a masculine that holds houses and has balanced out their feminine. All right. But I feel like whatever this is, these people have been silent so you can't see about them. But I've been speaking so they can try to catch. They want that. It's that energy of having Jesus say something that's gonna, or Christ say something that's going to end him in jail or get him in trouble, or her. Okay. So they're leaving me out here to dry and see what I'm gonna do and how far I'm gonna take it. Okay. Because now I'm realizing, I think they are sitting there wondering, what do I know? What do I know? Now, again, you can follow me. You can walk with me on Instagram under Shay_seeking, because sometimes I post things there. All right. Random images. And again, either you have eyes to see and ears to hear or not. And I randomly post things on my page, Shay Seeking on Facebook. And then in American Aborigines Unchained is the group that I have on Facebook. Okay. But we're going to go ahead and get into this, because I feel like what we're reading here is somebody was supposed to go in. But since that didn't happen, they took and placed this man. But the thing is, they never gave a fair chance. They were only surveilling. They weren't showing, they weren't here training or showing or taking me in as a mentor. They took people around me in as mentors to work against me behind my back. This is what source is telling me. Okay, this is what the ancestors is telling me. All right, it's like enough is enough. All right, because not only is that, what I feel is going on is there's also access to bodily things. We can keep it there. All right. And I think source they want me to go too far, so that, because they feel like if you're gonna come in, you got to be a part of whatever this is. God said, no, that shit is all dirty. This is something different. Some of those people can stay there, but this is something different here. You don't get to choose. They don't get to choose anymore. It's that energy of there was no man left that was worthy. But then think about that. We have masculine and feminine energy here. We also have people that are androgynous. Okay. They were born that way, or they were made that way because of God. All right. So let's think about that again. Because I'm thinking about the making of a man, or that energy of you can't raise a man, but the making of a man, or a making of gods. Okay. Because sometimes gods can be a little narcissistic, a little, controlling, a little bit, whatever. But I'm thinking that there's a reason why some of these masculines that look very familiar, somebody's not being honest about who creates gods and who births gods and how. So after watching that, I'm like, okay, this is the energy of this birth or this pregnancy here. All right. This is why maybe I'll be feeling symptoms, because it may be somebody close to me, or something else. Why I was feeling symptoms of that. And now not. So is that what the Empress does? And then, I noticed something about premenopause or whatever, but everything good. If anything, I feel like we better be worried about beings that may be trying to sterilize or possibly brand wombs here. All right. So when we think about that branding iron that they were putting on people's skin, think about that again. A lot of that was feminine when it comes to feminine energy. Also saying animals, right? Because I said I'm going to be an animal for a couple days to see what happens here. All right. So I think that, again, and it struck me that that king said, somebody said, did you slaughter one of your animals? And he said, what use would the animal be for me if I can't control it? Right. I think she said one of your horses or something like that. Okay. One of your ponies, which is making me think about that Genuine song. How I put that post up about pouncing in your dreams, or being pounced on in your dreams. That Moana song keeps coming on my classical music. How far will I go? I wonder, I just think people may be wondering. I'm going to try to keep it cordial. They don't want the change. But they have no choice. Now I know exactly what the hell they've been doing and who they've been doing it with. Well, I've been already leaking the shit. It's just, how far can you take it, really, without them trying to cancel you all together? And why? Why not just use what you have? It's almost like it don't make no sense. Like how we would say when it comes to slaves or whatever. Why, if there was already dark-skinned melanated people here in America, why would they go kill all the people, 80,000, 80 mil, whatever, how many they say that they killed, all right? Which that was partially with paper genocide and just what they're doing now with this whole Russia thing in the Americas, low-key, okay? So it's paper genocide, whatever, okay? Also marking people, branding, sterilizing, all this energy. Also bounty hunters when it comes to the Abortion Act. You go figure what that means, all right? And how we get doppelgangers and people that look so much like you anyways. And who raised them, and why not choose who's already here? Why? Why wouldn't a woman just carry the baby full term? Why? What are you trying to do? So this is the rape and pillaging, being fruitful energy here. So let's go ahead and read 2. All right, Genesis 2. I want to do 15, but we're going to go ahead and start at 2 here. And we're going to go up to like 15 or whatever, and we'll stop, okay? All right. So we got now at last the heavens and the earth were successfully completed, and all that they had contained. So this is what I felt already in February. The 2/22/22 or whatever. 2/22, 22. All right. Valentine's Day possibly, all right? But this makes me wonder, how can I trust anybody? Because after all this betrayal and all this, and I'm still headed towards the direction that Source got me, what the if you knew all the shit I knew that I can't even speak on right here, why would you even want to go in the same room with these people? And I know they don't have full control. These people are being controlled. But you want me to make nice with these? Especially these feminists. Are you insane? They're jealous. They're mad. They don't naturally have what... Look, they're mad at the star. That's who they're mad at. And we just going to go ahead and keep it all the way real funky on here. All right? Because, again, they want me to say something that's going to kill me off, socially for good. But we're going to go ahead and just take our chances here. I'm going to try to keep it cordial, like I said. They already know who the star is. They already know who has the gifts, who's been prepared by God all this time in order to do this here thing that's going on here. Not to know everything, but because there's people that do those jobs. You see what I'm saying? There's people that work and go out in the streets and they do things in the streets. All right? Commoners, peasants, and servants. people from the Sheol or the underworld. And then you have your merchants and stuff, and they do business usually at home or brick and mortar. Then you got the military. The military is the ones that go out and do things on the army, at least, on foot. The Navy, water, Air Force. Okay. The king is the one that orders them, or the commander or whatever is the one that orders them. Okay. Then you got the Most High, which will be that eye. Didn't nobody give the person this eyes to see the way that they see the world and view the world, to sit down at the bottom of nothing. You see what I'm saying? But unless people are watching them to see what they see, so that they can spread the news of what they see, and it's actually the news from the eye that has been buried in a shallow grave or left out in the cold, so that they can come back and collect whatever they want whenever they want. And this person never exposed, their real name is never known. So then even if somebody did say, hey, you know what, Shalonda, we're here to take you to the White House. It's your day. You see what I'm saying? Low key, I hear what they talk about on mass media. I hear low key that they use alternative names and shit like that when they're talking about certain things. So what is that all about? They didn't do that when it came to the twins that was representing Trump, or the plumber guy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The cable guy or whatever that was. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying here. So what the fuck is your plans for me? As long as I sit here and stay quiet and don't do nothing and don't say nothing, I can stay alive. But if I go pursue this, you know what I'm saying, then what? This is why, I'm telling you, some of us out here in this world, we are the ones that need security, not Bush, Lori, Tori, what the fuck? I don't know what her name is, okay? They spending the money to protect the wrong damn people. It don't make no sense to me, okay? So today, it was so funny because I was out in the backyard, playing around in the, put my feet in the soil and things like this. And I noticed a bunch of areas in the yard that got sticks piled up on it. And it made me think about this hermit card, okay? About the hermit card when, the person lost their star, okay? See, that's another thing that's making me think. Somebody's waiting for something to happen here. I think these Queen of Cups have been knocked out of place here. They can't really see what's going on that much. But somebody's still watching, okay? So yeah, this gives me the energy of the hermit card, right? This is the regular hermit card, okay? He's got his star in this jar or in this, in this cage or whatever, all right? But then if you look at the alternative one, this person, and a lot about burning, okay? Like I said, we already have in the yard, okay? Like I said, where are you? I need to be keeping, oh, here it is. So this is the other hermit card, okay, with the fire here. And if you look, it's kind of blurry or whatever. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this camera. But there's a lot of little logs in here, okay? But these logs also represent, it was making me think of Page of Wands energy. Like when we talked about in that video earlier about it looked like one of these masculine was blocking. One of these masculines was actually helping. They were really sincere. They didn't do anything wrong. Right? But they're wrapped up in the caduce with the other one. One of the wands in the world card is dirty and one is not. Okay? So, when we look at this makes me think about somebody losing their star. But then these things here make me think about attempts on this person's life or livelihood, or on their attempts on their, what do you call it? A woman's, goodness, what is the word that I want to use? Not purity. Well, yeah, purity, I guess. Okay, like purity, okay? Like a woman's, something like that. Like all those sticks and stuff like that piled up like that. Normally we clean out the yard every year before it starts to snow. I don't know why it just has me thinking about this. That these are attempts on somebody trying to defile a woman or something like this that was being protected. But now they have taken the eyes away. All right. They have certain eyes still watching, right? But they've taken the ones that could protect away. It's also making me think about the air energy of air. Okay. The Air Force or air, how they're saying no fly zones, all that bullshit. What do it really mean? You see what I'm saying? What do it really mean? Boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's just making me think it's uncomfortable. Okay, it's uncomfortable to me. All right, it's very fucking uncomfortable here. Something is very uncomfortable. It's making me think about that energy, okay? And it's kind of like how I was looking down at those sticks too. And I had a big one in my hand here, okay? But it's also making me think about something fiery, like that energy of the masculine. And what happened here? Somebody's going to say it's because of this feminine that this person, like it make me think about X-Men, The Last Stand, when the girl, went to see the man or whatever, and then he ended up, her boyfriend or whatever, he ended up dying or something like that because whatever she had was just too powerful, right? But again, I feel like it's the fact that her eyes were like that, it made me think is one of these other jealous women because something is telling me, something has told me, watch out, tell these masculines to watch out because somebody is plotting, somebody is jealous. They're mad. They can have the man, but they can't have his heart. They are pissed. They can have the man, but they can't have his soul. Pissed. They can have the man, but they can't be in the same home with them. Pissed. These are the three masculine energies, okay? Something is not right. It has to do with an inheritance and shit as well. Something, look at this Page of Pentacles. Something is not right. I'm also feeling the moon energy or Muslim energy trying to take over territory of the sun. Why I'm saying that? And like they had a field day marking shit when I was going to Washington. Something is not right. Okay, let's go ahead and read this. It says, thus the heavens and the earth were finished and all the host of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work. All right. G-O-D with a capital G. All right. I want to go from the Living Bible. Okay. Now at last the heavens and earth were successfully completed and all that they contained. See, all these people have been working together. I could even imagine maybe up until I probably said something, right? Why people been trying to tap into my YouTube and change stuff and do things like this, okay? I must have mentioned something that ended up getting somebody out. But these people don't want just a woman going in there. You could go ahead and however you want to look at it. Let's just keep it real, all right? I don't know why I got 16, 19 and some crazy face here and a question mark, okay? Just thought that was maybe important. All right, what they had contained. So they want to trap me out of heaven. Now, I already did a video on this a couple weeks ago and said that in February, possibly, that I feel like they're trying to make sure that I can't make it to heaven. It's my turn and somebody's trying to make sdon't. All right. And this would make me think about the masculine energy, like I said, that I feel is, some of us, I don't know why I'm thinking some of us were twins. There was this story about these hospitals in the Midwest where babies were being born and said that they were dead, but they were being transported out the back door to other places. It just makes me wonder about things sometimes. All right. And this is the problem right now. This is bringing this shit to light about time and time after again throughout this story. A lot of things we think were publicized then were not. A lot of things we think happened the way that they said it did not happen that way. That branding had to do with harming or soldering wounds and shit like that. Like, that's the real deal here, okay? Yeah, Page of Wands energies in reverse. And see, this is the energy. We've been talking about this. How it seemed like this person trying to take that wand and stick it in something. And then you got this white rabbit here for fertility. Reptilian energy again on his robe here, okay? Clothed with the sun, though, but with also, that Nephilim energy, I feel. Or, yeah, Nephi. But his boots are like the sand of the sea. So it's giving me that Islamic energy here, that Muslim energy here. But it's standing on the ground as red, which makes me think about the Moorish energy. They're standing on Moorish energy and Moorish values or whatever, but is holding up the Islamic energy or the Muslim energy. And again, the person is clothed with the sun because they need the image or the energy of the sun to conduct this. So what do? You trap the sun and you pay attention to it and you study it and all this other shit and you try to create something in the likeness of it. Again, it's just what it is. But this is in reverse. And those sticks out there made me think about as many times as somebody probably was watching out or saving me from some type of being penetrated. Now, when I say that, I mean, you can take it however you want, but you know, something happening here. Okay. This could also be with a sharp sickle, insemination. If we start thinking about these in a literal, realistic fucking, because I know what I've seen and what I sense and what I know. All right. So again, whatever this is, this energy, okay? This may be another because I just was about to say this now, y'all. Another feminine energy that maybe not don't get along with me, but they have some kind of values or something or whatever here, okay? Or maybe they in their feelings about something here because I think they even might have a slight crush or something, maybe. I don't know, okay? Maybe the energies here that made this person wants to you because okay, this made me think about even in boiling before they went off, she fell to the ground, right? Because she had lost a child or whatever. And then she said, I got one more resource left to try to save her. Now, again, that's what I'm saying. Why is this out here? Why is this out here? Why is this out here? These people shunned me. These people did horrible things to me or allowed horrible things to happen while they watched on. These people, I feel, are behind harm that happened to my grandchild that cannot be forgiven, period. But I feel like this is what they want to do. But I know that this one masculine is not guilty. I know this one masculine is not, didn't want really that much to do with whatever these people was doing. All right. This may be the one that's not here anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying? Rather that is the connection has been burned. The bridge is burned. Crimea River, Crimea energy, whatever the fuck. Okay. Something here. Okay. That this person now wants to maybe use my gifts again, right? They can't have, like what I just showed you with that Queen of Cups energy. The Queen of Cups energy was thrown off. They can't see what I'm doing anymore. They can't stalk me anymore. Somebody's watching though, okay? So it's almost like that energy of getting somebody off the board, right? But that person saying, you sure you want to get me off the board? That's not going to change nothing. They're going to even come at you even more, okay? That's the energy. Like I said, you got to be fucking real careful right now, man. But I'm just hearing that I got the power. Okay, some. So again, these people are used to being able to look at what I'm doing here. Okay. Watch and pay attention and stalk and shit. Looking in my cup to see what's in there. So they can take it out and use it. Okay. Yeah. This strength card also. It strengthens these people. But the lion look like they just ain't worried about none. So who should rout the Lion of Judah? Okay. The lion is crouched down like, yeah, so what is this? Okay. This infinity energy here. You know, I was drawn somewhere today where there was a wreath there. It's almost like an offering or something here. It made me want, you know, I wanted to go to the park for some reason too. Something, yeah, look. The moon is in reverse, but the scorpionic energy is on the top. But I feel like that energy, it wants to break my wheel of fortune here, but that's in reverse too. That energy, whoever, one of these scorpionic energies want to break my rule or my reign here, okay? They don't want me to be in that position. They feel like it's competition for them. But again, this energy of every knee shall bow. This man here, they think that these are the people that's going to be ruling, but they are going to have to bow down. And here's that white peacock. This has to be like that Anne Boylan energy here, okay? And she does look very youthful. So this reminds me of just connections and energy that I feel coming off of my daughter, coming off of my little sister, coming off of some of these young women here, okay? But they don't have the qualities. Just like that man said to her, whatever is in your belly is the reason why you're here. Okay, it's not your brains. So again, that gives me, I mean, not to be funny or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, it just gives me the energy of what people used to say about, you know, some of my cousins, that we can all be kind of silly, but I'm just saying, I think it's real silly that they try to put, compared to my energy and what I have to offer, I think it's kind of silly for somebody to try to, that's how I know somebody's just trying to be hateful and spiteful. They just want me to hurt. Somebody wants me to hurt. Look at this King of Pentacles hiding his pentacle in his coat. Somebody is hiding an inheritance here. And they might have even tried to pass it off to this feminine energy and think I'm going to bow down to that energy when I know who the fuck I am. I'm seeing that star through my fingertips right here on the screen, and it's like sheriff badge. So this person's been given a sheriff badge to try to put people in jail. This is the person that's probably connected to the White House while they trying to watch everything I do. Because they want to be me. First of all, they got to study me so that they can be me wherever their position of power they're going into. Because they don't know the shit. They don't. They just don't. There's no comparison when it comes to what we're supposed to be doing here. These are still beautiful women. I love them. They're, you know, whatever. But as far as what we're doing, what are we talking about here? This is something of what once in a lifetime. This is a forever fucking thing, actually, really. And we talking about the sun. So even riding there on that white colt, it was a white horse that got killed on that show. With this little baby is sitting on here. This is making me think something that has something to do with this child here, this golden child. That's what I'm gonna call him. This fire king, this little baby fire king, this little boy. Somebody hiding something. And it's like that one again. I was the source was telling me an eye for an eye, right? So somebody took something from you when it comes to your body, your womb, your mind, your whatever. Same fucking thing. Unfortunately, sometimes this has to do with eggs. This has to do with possibly, in vitro or something from the empress or anyway. So I'm just, man, I'm just telling you that this shit is off the fucking wall. It's off. It really is. And look at these 4 sunflowers. Got something to do with sunflowers. So these 4 sunflowers probably represent these 4 feminine energies that these young girls that they put in a place to think that they're going to be able to reign when they just there to keep the king's bed warm. You see what I'm saying? They don't have this energy. I'm not saying they're not smart, but they don't have this. They don't have this. And I feel like family members know about this shit too. They sat there and watched behind the scenes. They watched while I was secluded and information was cut off from me, and they were all watching and they seen this shit happen. And that's why I don't fuck with nobody right now. I told y'all this thing here make me think about China for some reason, okay? Shakina, whatever you want to call it. Because these people have been using heavy magic. I'm telling you. They've been trying to dog me out with that shit. All kind of stuff. Again, magic also I look at as also documentation of things. Doctored up documents, okay? Sorcery can also have to do with that too. Changing out names and changing out birthrights and wills and trusts and shit like that. And inheritances. Yeah, and husbands and wives and all kind of shit they've been doing. All right? So let's finish this up. All right? So this is these people that now I've been out in the cold for probably a month, possibly. And all this time they're trying to figure out ways to, yeah. So on the 7th day, having finished his task, God ceased from his work that he had been created. So this whole whatever, even on this 2 right here, because we're gonna start changing over here. This is making me think this God saw me as competition here. I'm just trying to tell you what I feel in real living time. Because the people behind the scenes, they know what I'm talking about. Let's not act stupid. They know what I'm talking about. Somebody was malice in their heart. Chose to do this, whatever they did to me. And intimidated by my energy here. It says, and God blessed the 7th day and declared it holy because it was the day when he ceased his work, okay, of creation, okay? So, yeah, this makes me think about 7 years. This makes me think about a 7-year itch. This makes me think about a 7-year marriage. Again, this may be a common law marriage or some other kind of marriage that was consummated some kind of way here, okay? Again, I guess wherever we're talking about, oh, okay. All right, I see. So whenever we're talking about this energy of someone, oh, I'm looking at energy a whole nother fucking way right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see. Yeah. But this God was not alone. during this creating here. Yeah, this is this is something a little bit deep right here. Okay, this is something real motherfucking deep right here. Okay, we talking about energy. We talking about these are energies that are transferring. I got this today by doing some research on something that was happening in the neighborhood, in a person in the neighborhood, and I did some research. I don't know why they took me where they took me today, but I seen it confirmed to me what we're talking about. We're talking about energy transferring and transmutable and all that. It just sealed the deal for me. So it says here is a summary of the events. Definitely some Anunnaki energy here, okay? Bird energy. Because I think when you look up him, I mean man, okay? It also says a bird or a featherless bird or Pedro, a pedo something person that walks on two, whatever, okay? So this is what I'm saying. So it also brings me back to Black Hawk energy, the story of Esther and Elijah, Black Hawk, you know, the story of the swan or him being a as a form of a bird or whatever. There's a lot of myths about birds and shit, okay? That I've run into. Even energies of like a bird husband or whatever that wakes up, that leaves before you wake up in the morning. I think maybe they're trying to trap me kind of with that kind of energy here. But me not being able, not being aware of this, you know what I'm saying, all the way until it's maybe too late or something like that. I feel like we did really dealing with some real shit here. Okay. Possession, all that. Infatuation, all that. There's a reason why I came here to this house. It took me 4 years to find this house. We was about to give up, and there's a reason somebody needed me here. And I don't know if it's a good reason. All right. So let's keep on moving. All right. Here's a summary of events of the creation of heaven and earth when the Lord God made them. So now we go from where God was working to where Lord God is working. Okay. There were no plants or grains sprouting up across the earth. Okay. Let's go. I don't want to do the rivers and stuff like that. I want to go to 15. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So again, the second branch. Okay. So the fact that we're calling these branches as well is kind of tripped out here. All right. So because we see these branches here too on this tree. We talking about the tree of life as well here. But the tree of life, it just seemed like it's barren here. I don't know. There's like this slit or this hole in it too. There's this slit or this hole in it, and it's sitting on this mound or whatever. And we know peacocks represent royalty, but these eggs are broken here because I feel like Source is not allowing them to do these practices anymore. Enough is enough. These beings is what we're just going to call them. Whew. You notice what the Bagram thing happened was around the time when they were saying get prepared for it. Now this is just alleged on the media, alien invasion, right? And I told y'all they was already here, right? The Lord God placed a man in the Garden of Eden as its gardener. So they placed a man in the garden. You know what? I just saw signs go up for, and it doesn't really say, it's like a signs that went up for somebody in a community or something like that. The signs are real strange. A lot of orange, because I've been seeing a lot of. It was an orange sign, and I'm not going to say the name because then that will give away probably the location. But I noticed that these signs popped up today, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? But it says protector or something like this. So, in a sense, the house energy are always going to be your. Like, I'm wondering if they're trying to project something here. All right, and if this is putting some kind of Lord energy over me to keep me and dress me for what though? Because they want to keep me where I'm at and not moving on to the real east of the garden, which would be Washington, D.C.? I don't know. I don't know. Why am I getting I'm getting tongue tied and so frustrated right now with this. Somebody's expecting me to come upon this information here, or thought I should have had already. To tend for it and care for it. But the energy of death is coming up to me. It's almost like whoever was done somebody wrong is back in this garden. Or watching from a distance or whatever. But they've gone and planted something else where we're both supposed to be, but they... King of Swords. Now, this is why it must have been in reverse last night. Like, what the fuck? And the World card, I'm coming out. Okay? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Let me finish reading this, y'all. I can't stop smiling, but I'm frustrated, but something. And it's just like, So it's almost like somebody sold somebody out for pennies. An Empress, though. A fucking, the Christ energy, though. A fucking God, though. There's not many with the qualities and the things that we, so you're going to keep me there. You're going to harvest my fucking energy and put another bitch somewhere where I'm supposed to be? Like, I'm just trying to figure out after 2 years of whatever the fuck this was. But these people had to stay at a distance. I feel like these people need to go clean their self up before they can come to me. But I'm going to be punished because you didn't clean yourself up and I fucking done the work? This is why their wheel of fortune, this is just popped up and it's upright. This is why their wheel of fortune is being broken at this moment. But now the hangman is standing up thinking now about what the fuck did I just do? And that's the only thing, because again, they want me to start planting something. They want me to go out in the field. I'm not no field worker. You see what I'm saying? I'm someone that is a visionary. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to settle after what the fuck all the work I put in. And I know what these people did. I'm not going to settle. That's what people have militaries for. That's what people have missionaries for. That's not me. And when I picked up that wand today, or that it almost made me think about now start planting your field here. For what? Okay, but I guess I can see if it's for a certain amount of time. But somebody already knew that these occurrences because they already tapped into my Akashic. So somebody's a couple steps ahead of me, but it's okay. I'm going to need that shit in. There's no more waiting for me. There's no more waiting game here. Without nobody's meeting or talking with me or putting some shit in writing, there's no more for that. I feel like they're trying to, whatever this inheritance is from this person that could have about to be or was or did or something, they're trying to wait for some amount of time where that cannot be like you can't, where somebody can't get it. Like the time of, you know what I'm talking about, okay? The allotted time for somebody to make a protest about something like that. Or even for a certain position or something. Because somebody wants me to take the less is, if not any. You see what I'm saying? Because they fear that. This is somebody that can compare, actually. So I want to gather people that can't compare around me, right? That may not be that great at this particular thing. You see what I'm saying? Because this person might outshine me. So this is not for these are people that's not worried about the better of everybody. They're only worried about themselves. Selfish. Narcissistic. Yeah, dealing with one of these Queen of Pentacle energies in reverse. Right? They thought that person was going to have these qualities all the time. And now they're finding themselves looking back at who? The Empress. It just don't make no sense to me. It don't. This is a bloodline trying to flush out or trying to ruin another bloodline or another person here. They can't just play fair and fight fair. They got to throw dirt in your eyes. Or maybe they know something that I don't know. But the fact that they have the power right now, they can try to cancel me at any moment. So I can't even speak fully because y'all know I don't like to sugarcoat a damn thing. So I can't speak fully about what I really want to say here. Now let's listen to what it's saying. But the Lord God, which is not God, gave the man this warning. Okay, now today I keep hearing this thing that's saying final warning. All right. You may eat of any fruit of the garden except for the fruit in the tree of consciousness. And this is, I'm gonna keep that to myself, what I think about that. The moon in reverse again. Go ahead. Yes, please. Yes. The tree of consciousness or conscious. Conscience, it looks like it says here, but I think it's conscience. For its fruit will open your eyes, okay, to make you aware of right and wrong, good and bad. Now, I don't know who would want somebody not to do that, but this is just, the Lord God is saying this because they don't want people to know what God really was doing in the beginning. You know, they don't want, and that's what I'm saying, they don't want, okay, reverse, okay, let's just stop, because that ain't for everybody. All right, it only works for some. Those that were there in the beginning, their names are written in that book. Whoo, man, oh man. For its fruit will open your eyes to make you aware of right and wrong, okay? Good and bad. If you eat the fruit, you will become doomed to die. You know, this is making me think about energy. I ain't even gonna say what we think we talking about here, but I'm just saying what I just thought I just heard, what I seen. But you know what? With Fauci here and that whole, you know, AIDS awareness and whatever you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I look at that song so different now. That death card, I just posted it, but I pulled it off. I was going, listening to what Source say. Riding around today, going places or whatever. And I seen that same flower on something today. And I'm like, okay. That's on the flag on the death card. But I also think that's somebody that's done. They don't want me here anymore. And if they can't try to make it seem like I'm sad and I'm going to do it myself, then I'm just saying. And we go a spiritual death. We could be talking about nationality. We could be talking about actual death. All right. An ending or a completion or something is out. Okay. Is what these people think. Okay. Because they operate with this type of time. Yeah. Temperance. They're trying to mix something up here. They're trying to weigh out something here of how to get this Empress to end up with nothing here. And I feel like this is very personal now, because I feel like this has to do with someone that would be the husband of this Empress, the original husband of this of the Empress. And these women married in illegally later on, and they want to end up with the children and whatever it is when it comes to this inheritance. This is what I really think is going on. This person could be unconscious. Something is going on. And conscious, I just look right back at the word conscious again when I said that. Something is going on. And people know what it is. I just don't know. They're keeping me closed off from the information. And somebody don't want these individuals to come back and communicate with me again, because I'm going to still be speaking the fucking truth, because I change if not for nobody. And I feel like I can speak it publicly in front of everybody. And you can spy on me secretly and you're going to hear me say the same shit. And the Lord God said, it isn't good for man to be alone. I will make him a companion for him. Right? So this made me think, right, that they did these things to scare the Empress and the Emperor away from each other, any kind of intimacy, or the whole Paul energy of making somebody practice chastity or celibacy, so that the masculine can be, you know, or feminine also energy could be invaded by maybe boo hag energy or some of these other, beings or creatures or whatever, or that would be, you know what I'm saying, succubus energy. Okay. Yeah. So this allows for that to happen. And then they've already prepared this person. See, because if we're talking about Anunnaki energy, these are flying beings or birds or whatever here. Okay. I'm just saying, y'all, do we really know what we're talking about? We got the world card here. Okay. And her two wands or her two batons. I will make a companion. So, okay. So this is again, this is the energy of a doppelganger or somebody that's a copycat energy here. This is sending somebody in to learn the language. When they learn the language, when you do that and break that down in etymology, it's talking about learning the ways of these people. So that the whole Tower of Babel or whatever is about them possibly listening to somebody babble on about things so that they can know how you operate, so that they can take your place. Smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. This is the energy here. So they were just call it what it is. With Moab and Moses, they was coming in there to spy and a copycat on somebody. It just is what it is. So they can try to build another version of that person to exalt them so that people can be worshiping idols instead of, again, helping and walking with the true. We can even say Messiah energy or Christ energy here. Dilute the Christ energy and act like we all have Christ energy, but disregard and bite the hand that feeds you when it comes to who the real Christ is, that is feeding, or the sacred energy or sacred pool that is fueling this thing. So then these people can come and feel like they can have access to this energy if they make me die, or a social death or something, or any other kind of death, or eliminate me from this social credit system that we may be entering into, right? Then this means that these people will still have access to me however they want, or get me to say something so I can kill myself, or that would be like a suicide or something here. But they don't understand that this shit is limitless here. I'm not dealing with whatever they're dealing with. I'm dealing with something it's something else. It's something else. A helper suited to his needs. So again, this is crazy because wasn't nothing even a problem here at first in this damn household until these people came in with this psychological and whatever attack. All right. So this is also to make a feminine energy use after they didn't use you up with all your information, all your things like this. You know what I'm saying? Then leave you naked and bare and broke and dowry been taken and shit. You know, it just don't make no sense to me. Just leave her alone.
She acting bad.
She is not. Yeah. So again, or maybe some bratty, boy king that feel like he's not getting his needs met, but really he's afraid of the Empress. He's intimidated by the Empress, or vice versa. It's something else here. Okay. This is what, again, because I'm living this shit real life, so I know what I'm talking about here. Or, again, the preference is not what it is. Somebody prefers something else. Period. It may even be your mouth. It may be your bodily functions. It may be whatever. But I'm just saying, somebody prefers something else. It may be skin color, skin tone. We might be talking about the paper bag test, but I doubt that because some of these women are dark skinned too. You know what I'm saying? There's something else here, okay? I'm just saying. Maybe it's about being natural. Somebody don't want something that's natural. They want something that's been worked on. Whatever the fuck it would be. This is what we're probably talking about here. It says, so the Lord God formed from the soil every kind of animal and bird and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. So yeah, this is making me think about King Solomon energy here, or a King of Pentacles energy. And whatever he called them, that was their name. But still there was, let's see, no proper helper for the man. You see what I'm saying? Because man can mean woman too. So still there was no proper. So again, this is almost like somebody's getting ready for a race or a debate or something like this. And this person has all these tarot readers and the media on their side and all this other shit. But still they supposed to come in and help the man or the woman or the Empress, right? But they just sat there and watched. They just sat there and watched and threw shade and did fucked up shit to the energy, to the household, to me, to whatever it would be. And then say there's no proper helper. Because you look around and there's nobody good. They all have raped and pillaged and take what they can take from you. This happened to women in the Bible too before. where they took everything they could take from her, and then they went about their way. They didn't need that energy anymore. I think even in the Keeper Nagas, it talks about this with a feminine energy. I can't remember exactly which one it is. Then the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. Well, I'm thinking Sleeping Beauty energy here, okay? And took one of his ribs. Okay, this is something about your DNA. You could go ahead and wonder what it's talking about, but without going too deep here, I'm telling you, if you just go ahead to my Instagram page for the past 2 months, you will get a hint as to what is being said here with Shay_seeking on Instagram. And closed up the place from which he had removed it. Oh, even on Facebook, actually, the past 2 months, you can go see. See, it's making me think about the Moses and the baby being a baby in the basket sent down the river. Closed up the place where he had removed it. This made me think about sealing up somebody's. This is made me think about somebody doing some. Sterilizing.
You can't say it because I'm.
And made the rib into a woman. And brought her to the man. All right, I'm gonna have to stop the baby crying. I'm gonna have to stop. Hold on, y'all.